I was really feeling like a newcomer.
Right.
I feel this is my first film.
In the promos, what we gather as well is that I think there's a hint of a romantic involvement as well with, I think, another man, because her husband thinks that she can.
You want to know everything.
I'm just curious.
Lots of men.
Just keep nodding.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, keep
Just confused.
I'm confused. Hi, I'm Sridevi. You're watching BollywoodHungama.com.
From English Vinglish, I can say that you're not one of the best actors, but the only best actress in India since Alamara. Well, that's what Ram Gopal Verma has said on Twitter recently about Sridevi ji. And we have with us Sridevi ji along with her director Gauri Shinde on Bollywood Hungama. Huge pleasure to have you on Bollywood Hungama. And what do you have to say about Ram Gopal Verma's statement? He has directed you in a, I think, in a Telugu film, if I'm not
We
mistaken.
did 2 pictures together.
Right.
Been wonderful working with him.
The best actress since Alamara, he calls you.
Well, I don't know what to say. He's very sweet to me.
I think generally the film has been getting a fantastic response, and even in Toronto recently, 10 minutes, I think standing ovation, whatever reviews have been coming out have been fantastic as well. So what do you have to say about that?
Great. I mean, we've been in a daze since then. Like, you know what's happening, but of course. People were like, crazy after when she entered. There was this whole Sridevi thing, and even after the film, that's what happened. And
It's wonderful to see the reaction.
Because I've been told that there are many blacks as well as Hispanics and from various communities and races, and they're related to the film very much. I think that's a big plus point for any film whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after the film, seeing their reaction is it's really, we were in shock.
Definitely, English is a link language because there are so many languages, and English links almost all the languages. What looks like the best part about English Vinglish is that the basic story idea is very simple. You know, this woman, he doesn't really know English, and her tryst with the society when she goes to America, and what happens after that. If you are having a simple idea, that I think works as well. If you're having a good simple idea and execution is good.
yeah, I guess so. We'll find out.
I think you've already found out, because many a time I think that it's the simplicity that connects with the audience and makes people just react to anything, and I think that's what has so far happened.
The main
with the
thing, they
promos.
should relate to the character in the film.
Right. And I think writing is very important for any film whatsoever. When you're having stuff like that, what is the purpose of your visit to USA, and you say that my sister is attending my wedding, that is intelligent humor, and people can relate to it, because many a times English is a very, as Mr. Bachchan has said, is a very funny language. And because many a times different things are used in different contexts. And I think there are many situations that you're calling jazz as jazz.
ये सब तेरे नए डांस क्लास के बाद शुरू हुआ है। वो क्या तुम्हारा वो झांस डांस?
Mom, it is not jazz dance. This is jazz dance.
And while just researching or maybe just preparing yourself for this role, what is the practice like? Because you are a perfectionist, we know about that.
What practice? No practice at all.
Like, she must have given you the script, and did
Yeah,
you
of
rehearse?
course I read the script, and because the Shashi character is very clear in Gauri's mind.
Ji.
So I don't have to work much. She made my life very easy.
You've been working since the age of, I think, 4, in fact. Nothing can get better than that. Okay, I've been just listening to quite a bit of stuff about the comeback fair bit, and female-oriented films, they tend to be doing well. But you've always been, I think, a superstar. You've had films like a Nagina, you've had films like a Lamhe, Chandni, Chalbaz. You've had, I think you set the precedent as well. So, आपके लिए कोई नई बात नहीं है?
नहीं, नई बात ज़रूर है.
जी.
Because after 15 years I'm doing this film, and I was really feeling like a newcomer.
Right.
I feel this is my first film.
Definitely. कहते हैं कि तालियां बजने वाली जो lines जैसे होती हैं, that will just generate, I think, patriotic fervor. I'll just give you one that it's not the India, it is India, and then you say that why do you have to say the United States of America?
I Shashi from the India.
No, Sashi, not from the India, from India.
Why India, not the India? Why America? The United States of America.
The entire patriotic fervor will definitely relate to it like big time. Even I think people abroad, overseas and all, they can be relating to it big time. I think those are like really lines that I think you've thought about it, that the kind of reaction that you can possibly get from the
But we saw it in Toronto, the reaction.
But when you're writing, you're not thinking, reaction. You're thinking whether you like it, whether it makes sense. And once you like it, then there's a chance somebody else could,
Right. And there's one more line.
My English एक
Ma'am, how are you managing our country if you don't know English?
Like you're managing in our country without knowing Hindi.
Even that particular line, I'm sure that that will definitely must have got you, I think, a great
Yes.
response. I think the way you're just generating, I think, a subtle sense of humor, that's looking interesting. And any situation while you're just performing any of the scenes that has stayed in your mind, any of the experiences?
Well, every scene
Sure.
that they,
Anything that we've not seen so far in the promos?
Oh, lots.
Anything that comes to mind, something that really stayed in your mind, or you become an expert on laddus, in fact?
Really, I never used to like laddus, to be honest.
Right.
But after this film, like, I don't know, I really crave like to eat laddus. I don't know.
Anything else apart from that? Any experiences that stayed in your mind?
Well, in New York, while we were shooting, that was the most beautiful days. Matlab, we were there for 2 months, more than 2 months. Yeah.
Right.
The energy level was so good because the city, I love New York.
In fact, I was reading a review of English Vinglish on, I think, some blog. Maybe they must have seen at Toronto. And the guy says that he didn't know much about Sridevi's work, but when he saw Sridevi coming on screen, I think in a Michael Jackson move or something like that, that's what he has mentioned. But I think you're also having some dance moves as well in the film. Like, your dance is, the entire country has been serenaded by your dance, in fact. And we're seeing that in the promo so far. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was just happened. We didn't plan, like,
But that guy has referred to it as a Michael Jackson entry or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
it is Michael Jackson.
Michael.
Jing. She's a big fan of Michael Jackson.
Acha, okay.
Also. So.
Yeah, in real life and Shashi also.
In real life, you like Michael Jackson
Yeah,
a
I
lot?
love
Right.
Michael Jackson.
Right.
I worship him.
Right. In fact, the way I think you blended the Western dances and I think you had training in classical,
No.
South Indian
I
classical.
don't know. Everybody think that I'm a professional dancer, but no.
The music, I think, is very interesting. The title track, I think the moment it starts, I think even in the first look promo, it was very interesting. And Amit Trivedi, I think, is a very, very talented guy. And personally, I like Manhattan a lot. I've the entire concept about man, hat and tan. So I think that is pretty interesting. It's very simplistic. The way things are being told, many a time if you just approach English language, that's how you'll relate to it. Tan is tan and hat is hat and man is man. And you're just connecting the entire thing together. So something about the music of the film?
Oh, music, that's especially the song which you
Manhattan,
mentioned.
right?
Yeah, it's superb. Like,
Right.
I still remember we played the whole song and we were running around the street.
I know. The
Yeah.
entire Manhattan.
Manhattan,
Right,
like
right.
a mad.
Manhattan.
And English Vinglish, the title track?
Yeah, of course, English Vinglish. The moment the song
Yeah, she
starts.
wakes up to that song.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, as in.
Many people would still not believe that, you're a mother of a 15-year-old girl and you, mashallah, you're looking fantastic, in fact. So, uska raaz kya hai, apart from fitness and everything? I think just listening to you, you're saying that the positive energy is very important, maybe.
Yeah, and of course, and it matters because my day starts according to my children's mood and my husband.
Right.
Like it all depends on them. That is very important. Not just being health conscious.
Right.
You have to be happy. You have to be in
Absolutely.
a positive state of mind. That
Right.
really helps. Before I go to my gym, I just call up my children. I'm not just joking. And I talk
Sure.
to my husband.
Right.
A good sweet talk. That
Right.
really gives me like energy to do 2 hours good workout. It all, I'm not, it's like,
in the promos, what we gather as well is that I think there's a hint of a romantic, I think, involvement as well with, I think, another man, because her husband thinks that she can.
You want to know everything.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
Lots of men.
Yeah, because I think there is something, because your husband thinks that you can only make laddus, you make fantastic laddus, but I think there is some romantic element over there as well. So we just have to see it in the theaters. Nothing
Just
before
keep
that.
nodding.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Okay, keep your eyes.
Well confused.
Oh, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
No. It looks like it, but I think that really interesting. That really interesting.
Kind of something interesting.